Zola, there is no greater advocate for the calls that the people of this neighborhood are calling for, and as far as speedy action, speedy resolution around the crimes that are occurring. And this is all because an Imbizo was held only hours ago, and moments later we're talking about this tragedy.
Yes, indeed, Hugo. You would understand that, Eldorado Park has been in the news for such reasons, killings that have been happening here, violent crimes that have been happening here. The previous Minister of Police was once in this area. Operation Sholwana was done in this area. Not so long ago, the Deputy Minister of Police ascended here to speak to residents about, the crime in the area and also what can be done to, deal with the issue of crime. But shortly after that, 2 young men were gunned down. One managed to escape, and one of them is actually fighting for their lives as we are speaking. Now, this has made the community angry, essentially saying that they feel like no one has the power to bring change into this community, especially when it comes to authorities. Now, let's have a listen to what the Deputy Minister of Police, said to the community during the crime in Imbizo.
So I'm going to ask you to carry on and walk us through what else has happened in response. We actually don't have that recording at the moment, but you'll just bring us up to speed with a summary of what it is that he did say.
Well, of course, Hugo, he spoke about interventions that are going to be done by various stakeholders to ensure that they combat crime in this area, speaking about police, CPF structures, and also the community as well, because they are the people that are on the ground. Now, the biggest issue here from what we are hearing from residents is that the police station here is unreachable to the people. They are unable to report crimes because the landline is not working. In fact, we are going to demonstrate that, Hugo, right now, because we are told that the line has not been reachable for over a month now. And really, what happens when a person has a crime or something that they need to report to the police? Let's speak to one of the residents. Ma'am, perhaps you can show us what you were telling me earlier on about how police keep on giving you this number as the number that people should use to report crime here in the area, but when you attempt to call it, it's unreachable.
Arabile, for the record, the number that I'm dialing is 011 946 0300. This is the number that's on all the comms that is issued by SAPS. So this is the only number that we have landline for SAPS. And for the past month, this is the message that we get.
Okay.
So, how are we supposed to reach the station when you can't get through on the landline?
And you are saying that you've been calling them for the past month because you are one of the first people to respond. Yes. On scenes, and they have been unreachable, but surprisingly now they are.
So many times you call and it actually says the number you have dialed does not exist. So it's not even that there's a technical issue with the line, that it's temporarily out of order. It says it does not exist. So how does the community reach the station in times of emergency? At the shooting incident that happened on Friday happened at 1:20 in the morning. It took somebody who was responding to the incident to come to the station to report it. SAPS arrived there at 3:30, which is the norm. We know if there's any crime in the area, SAPS will take forever to respond. As a first responder, I rely on our neighborhood watch to come and assist when I'm at the scene. They come and assist to secure the scene because we just wait forever for the police to arrive.
Of course, another issue that has been raised here is the issue of not having enough resources here at this police station, where you'll report a case and you'll be told that there aren't enough vans.
So in 2022, we did an intervention, a big intervention here at the station. We camped outside the station there for 100 days. And we handed over a list of demands to the provincial commissioner. And one of the demands was the resources that required at the station. On Friday, one of the ministers mentioned that this station has 47 vehicles. So the question that we'd like to ask is, where are the 47 vehicles? Because whenever you come to the station, you are told there's no van available to assist. And as far as we know, the area is divided into 4 sectors, and there's 1 van per sector that is available to patrol. So if there's an emergency at more than one place in one particular sector, what happens? It's delayed. The response is delayed. So he mentioned on Friday there's 47 vehicles, and according to their knowledge, only 6 are in for repairs. We know from history, and I can tell you now, it's only because of the ministerial visit. This area where we're standing now, all the vehicles were standing here. The broken tire or windscreen broken or whatever. There's a lot more than 47 vehicles, because where are the 47 vehicles? We don't see the 47 vehicles. At any given time, it doesn't matter if you come at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock at night, there's no van available. So how is the community supposed to get assistance?
Thank you very much for your time, ma'am. That is a very concerned community activist here, Hugo, essentially taking us through the struggles that they are facing here in Eldorado Park, and also speaking about how this police station is lacking resources, coming to the issue of not having enough police to be deployed on the ground, and also not having enough vehicles to actually patrol in the area. Hence now Eldorado Park has turned into a playground for criminals. But what I can tell you is that people are fed up, and what they want to hear is what's going to happen next. Will another teenager be gunned down until authorities come once again and perhaps come with better solutions this time? Because we've heard of several visits of ministers and other police top brass in this area, but no change has been seen. Back to you in studio.